news, everyone!
Well, welcome everybody to the Ink and Paint Club News Show for this week. My name is JD. Kyle, for God's sake.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Andy.
Thank you. For God's sake, Kyle, we're gonna hurt you one of these days.
Almost had a panic attack there.
God. Ink and Paint Club News Show is where we talk about what's going on in the animation industry for this week. If at the end of the episode you enjoyed yourself, we'd really appreciate it if you'd share this episode with your friends. And I apologize if I sound like I'm on the brink of death, but I think I'm coming down with a cold. So, Kyle, you wrote a lot of this news for this week, so maybe you should take the reins from me.
Kyle crafted the what?
I crafted the docket.
God damn it.
Yes. Officially the news.
Oh,
But
Lord.
before I read the news, shall I call you a wambulance for that cold of yours?
Shut up. We have fun on this show.
Anyways,
We all secretly hate each other, but it's okay.
It's an endearing hate. Oh. Anyway,
So,
let's get into the news.
how about that news?
How about it?
Anyways.
So fucking pull the trigger!
Oh, God.
So I read this on John K's Facebook because me and him are buddies. We're always sharing pictures with each other and sharing our deepest, darkest secrets and everything, telling us our hopes and dreams. Well, anyways, he posted some pictures of really terrible art. I'm sorry, but I like John K and everything, but his art style has really gone downhill lately. It's because he wants to draw organically and all this kind of stuff, and it doesn't work. Well, anyways, he drew some very terrible-looking Simpsons, and someone jumped to the conclusion, hey, are you doing the Treehouse of Horror? And he confirmed, yes, this will be on Treehouse of Horror. So, he will be doing the animated opening for Treehouse of Horror, just like Del Toro did it last year, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Was it last year?
Del Toro's was really good.
Yeah, that one was really amazing. This one doesn't look so much. It's because John K doesn't like to keep things on model anymore. He likes to do organic shapes, and it doesn't work anymore. I don't like it, but that's
Don't we know somebody who doesn't like John K?
Yeah. So anyways, some other Simpsons stuff other than them having a confirmed child molester on last night would be that they could be...
Wait, hold on. Can we step back? What was that?
Oh, they had Lena Dunham on The Simpsons last night as a potential.
Oh,
No, I don't.
okay. Sorry, I thought you meant John K was a...
No. John K has never done that as far as I know.
I was really confused. I'm like, wow, you would have thought that would have came out fast. Like,
No. But Lena Dunham was on, and yeah, she said everything in her book. I have nothing to say that's not in her book. Anyways, so Al Jean, who's been show running since ever, because he's been running the show into the ground.
really?
Oh, yeah. So he has said that the show could end after season 30.
You know they won't let that happen.
I know, because The Simpsons is Fox's cash cow, but...
Matt Groening will die. All the voice actors will die. Our grandchildren's grandchildren will still see new episodes of The Simpsons.
I know, it's a terrible thing to think, and I really don't want to, but I was really hoping that Harry Shearer would be a nail in the coffin, and it's not, so...
No, they just threw more money at him.
But he is quoted, and it says, "It's quite possible that we don't have to go through the whole negotiation for 30. I wouldn't be stunned if we stopped at 28, but my bet is at least on 30. But then you'd have to re-sign them
Resign.
again." Yeah, I was having trouble reading.
Sorry, no, I was not trying. I was like, isn't that the problem? Or isn't that like the scenario?
It says if you made me pick one, I'd say the likeliest is ending after 30, but I've been wrong before. I thought season 5 would be good, and we're here now. But the thing is, it says ending after 30, so that could be 39 for all we know.
Right.
So,
Season infinity.
hopefully.
It's technically right.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I haven't watched an episode of The Simpsons in
I have.
I can't even remember the last time I've watched like a new. I think the last new episode of The Simpsons I watched was the Lego one.
Yeah, they keep
And I
doing these gimmicky ones where it's like, "Hey, everybody, Futurama's coming back. Isn't that cool?" And it's like, yeah, it would have been cool like 7 years ago, but it
like I
keeps
think I
bringing
caught,
people in.
like I think I caught that episode because I was at work and it was during the All Simpsons marathon on FX2.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
So I think that was more so out of like desperation, like, hey, there's something to watch.
I don't know. It's just like, hey, look at them doing modern shit, and it's like, no, I don't want to see them doing modern shit. It doesn't matter. I don't care that they're at a food bar making their own food like chemists. Nobody does that shit.
Was it supposed to be a Breaking Bad reference? I'm guessing.
It ended up something dumb like that, or gay horse sex, because that actually happened. Look it up. Gay horse sex on The Simpsons.
Well, okay then.
It wasn't the one with Furious D, was it?
I don't. No.
No, that was the one with the jockeys. That was a good one.
It was Fat Tony's racehorse couldn't make a stud, or he wanted it to be a stud, but then it turned into be like a gay horse, and because I don't, it's just so fucking stupid. It was because Bart played with voodoo and made his teacher pregnant, but then again, it wasn't voodoo, and fuck the show.
Yeah,
Fuck
right.
that show so bad. I hope it ends. I've never felt this way before. I used to be a really big defender on The Simpsons, but it's just gotten way past its prime. Anyways,
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people, but it's one of those things. I just, I think there's a few things that'll survive a nuclear holocaust, and I'm pretty sure The Simpsons are one of them.
sadly,
Cockroaches, Twinkies, and the
Cher.
I don't know. I don't know about Cher. Verdict's still out on that one.
So, anyways, not really animation news, but I thought it was pretty interesting. They revealed a video on a canceled Conquer project, and it's called Conquer.
Oh, Kyle, it's not like I don't talk about video game related news. You can have this.
I know. I'm sorry.
Kyle just likes
Well-
Rareware.
I do like Rare, but
Yeah.
even my like has a limit after Xbox fucked them over.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, "Hey, here's a really cool Banjo-Kazooie. Does that get your dick wet?" And then I was like, "Just kidding. It's cars now."
There were planes in there, wasn't there?
Oh yeah, and hovercrafts. I don't know. I'd never played that. I vowed never to play that. But anyways,
Yeah.
they revealed a new Conquer art for a game that never made it. It seemed like it would just be a multiplayer game. It was called Conquer Goes Medieval, and apparently Conquer wasn't even supposed to be the main character of the game. It was supposed to be Death or Greg.
I liked them. I don't know. I was not a big fan of Conquer's Bad Fur Day, but I liked the Grim Reaper in that.
I fucking lived it. That was like my angsty teenage
Oh, I know.
years.
I don't know. I just the game didn't I enjoyed it the first time I played through it, but then I tried playing through it again, and I just controls were terrible. I don't know. Maybe I have to give it another shot.
I liked it. The Xbox One kind of fucked everything up with censoring stuff, and I didn't like it. But I mean, the Xbox One looks like almost Pixar quality, and it's old as fuck. It looks really good still.
That's true.
But this new game, it looks like it was just live and reloaded, just a multiplayer game with like wizards and barbarians and shit. And the art's really good. It was just showing off the characters, like severed heads on people and skulls, and I don't know. I thought it looked cool.
It looked alright. It was kind of funny that it looked so much different than like Conker's Bad Fur Day, kind of.
Yeah, they've been talking about a sequel, and then I don't know.
Then
It just
that is
happened.
Yeah. Ugh.
Didn't the Conker DLC get delayed or canceled?
No, it actually. Well, I guess the first part came out. I don't know if the second part got canceled. That would suck.
Oh, okay.
I
thought
don't
saw
know anyone who
something.
played that game.
I have an Xbox One, and I keep forgetting it exists. I don't know. Like, what is it supposed to be?
It's like
Project Spark is supposed to be like Disney Infinity, isn't it? Where you make
Well,
your own video game or some shit.
Yeah, it's basically like
No.
here's basically all the assets of a video game. Make your own game. Like, okay, this is like Mario Maker. It's way more complicated and less fun.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Here's Conquer for some reason."
Yeah.
If that's an incentive to buy it.
And I even went back today and like watched the cutscenes of the Conquer bits, and it's like, why? The rest of this game seems like so child friendly. Why would you put Conquer in this?
Yeah. It's just useless. It's just fucking Microsoft, man.
Like, I don't even think
I have
Rare
a
had
few
anything to do with
choice-
that game.
Doesn't seem like it. I have a few choice words for Rare, but I mean, at least Chris is doing the voice, so that's cool and everything.
Yeah.
Because Conquer basically is him. Anyways,
Yeah.
so I read today that some more news broke about DuckTales, and apparently none of the original cast is coming back, which I guess is good and bad at the
Well,
same
Alan
time.
Young's on the brink of death, so.
Well, I mean, he's
Yeah,
not
I-
on his
I-
deathbed. He's
But he's
like
like-
90. I get that.
I didn't even know they were doing a reboot.
Really?
No, you guys never mentioned it, and I
Really?
just assumed after. No, nobody said anything because I assumed after they did that DuckTales remastered, which, in all honesty, was kind of really disappointing for me because I'm a kid who grew up really enjoying the DuckTales game, and I got sick of having to stop and skip a cutscene every fucking 5 seconds. Like, I get that they got the guy to do the voice, but
Yeah.
I can watch the cartoon. The cartoon aged well enough to where. But I had no idea that DuckTales was still.
I guess the game did so well that they were just like, maybe we should reboot this. Because I guess Darkwing Duck is in talks of getting rebooted too. A lot of their like Saturday morning stuff is in talks, but the only confirmed one right now is DuckTales. Because me and JD knew about it around when he came over May. We went to a live podcast thing, and
Yeah.
they kind of brought it up. But so like I guess the voice actors aren't coming back, which I mean, all I can think of is Alan Young, which is like 90 years old, and then
Yeah, I thought he was. I mean, I'm surprised he did the game.
yeah, June Foray, who's like 92, and Russie Taylor, she's pretty old as well.
Yeah, they're all
She-
getting up there.
Russie Taylor does a lot of Simpsons voice. Highly dubious.
Oh, she does Martin?
Yeah, and Sherry and
Oh.
Terry, and
Well, fuck those characters, but Martin, that's hilarious. Some of the best lines.
you never
King of-
notice like they sound like
I'll be honest, I never bother paying much attention.
Oh.
Like, I don't know. Martin always just has such fucking great lines. Like, I'll be queen of summer. No, king of summer.
Wayne
Classic.
Computers.
Thank God he drew attention from my. Oh wait, no, we can't do this, Kyle. We're keeping
Oh, yeah.
JD. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just because I don't understand your references don't mean that I don't find them funny.
Well, if you find them funny, watch the fucking show. Anyways, watch the show before it devolved into shit.
Yeah, believe it or not, there was a golden age.
Yeah.
Hooray!
But I don't know if we talked about this last week. It kind of happened last week. It might have happened when the podcast was off. But anyways, they showed. If not, we'll do it again. Fuck it. I don't care. Um, so the Angry Birds trailer came out, and it
I
actually looks pretty awesome.
I think
I actually really want to see it.
yeah, I don't think it was last week. It might have been the week before when they released like screenshots from it, but I think this week was when they finally released the trailer. And yeah, it doesn't look that bad actually.
I mean, I don't know. I never understood the rage towards Angry Birds, to be honest. It seemed like a lot of people were just mad they didn't think of it first.
I wasn't mad that they're about Angry Birds in general. I just thought it was like they were going to capitalize on something popular, not put a lot of thought into it. But like seeing that they got I don't know, they got a lot of nice voice actors. The animation actually looks pretty good, and I actually kind
I
of like.
don't know.
I
I was gonna say, Rovio is actually kind of smart company. Like
Definitely.
a lot of people, like if you play, like I actually played a majority of the Angry Birds games, and they didn't feel like they just like thought like, oh, let's just slap a bunch of Star Wars skins on it. Like they seemed like, oh, let's actually try and utilize some of the property we got and actually make it really fun for people who like Star Wars.
And I mean, I want to say they're pretty good. You buy their app, or you don't even have to, and they keep updating it. Like I swear they're still updating like Rio and shit.
weird.
Yeah, I mean they know what they're doing. I mean, I really enjoyed Angry Birds Space.
That
Yeah.
was pretty fun with just the different mechanics and stuff.
Yeah, like they're smart. I have nothing but respect for Rovio, even though a lot of people, because yes, they are like. I know we live in a time when Candy Crush and shit like that is really popular, but Rovio seems like they actually care about their property. Like the birds all have personalities. Like I used to love. I used to really like Angry Birds. I still kind of do. I just don't play the game anymore because I don't know. I have a short attention span.
Yeah.
But I think a movie will be a lot. The movie looks funny. I actually wouldn't mind seeing it.
I know it's been the crazy thing is it's been announced for so long and there hasn't been any news on it. It's kind of like the Captain Underpants movie. That's been announced for a while, but we don't even have screenshots or
I
like
want
character
that
models or nothing.
All that I know is that they moved it to like a smaller studio.
And it's kind of shitty. I hope it doesn't make like a direct to video release,
I
but
hope not.
it's weird that movies like that get announced and there's no plot, there's no nothing, and then years go by with no word, you just forget about it, and then it just sort of happens, and that's what happened with Angry Birds. And yeah, it looks incredible. We were all thinking like, how the fuck are they gonna do this? But they got legs, they look good. Like, I don't know how to say it.
I actually really liked a lot of the little cartoons that they did for Angry Birds that they would do for like the holiday seasons and stuff like that. They were short, stupid, and just really funny because it was just like watching an old like Looney Tunes cartoon.
Yeah.
Little to no dialogue. They just seemed like I don't know. Rovio just seems like they like their property and they want to keep like the quality up.
Yeah, after the trailer came out, I just I went on YouTube just to see to find some old Angry Birds cartoons. I came across one that's all the ladybirds or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It just happened to pop up, and they're fun. They're fun little shorts, and the animation's actually really well done because it's in that weird transition where if you froze it, it would look 2D, but you can tell it's in 3D.
Yeah, they have a smart team there.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I have a little bit of news, even though this is really more so for gamers. But I guess it's kind of relevant since we were talking about Guillermo del Toro
Go for it.
and horror stuff last time. This is really upsetting for someone like me who was really excited for Silent Hills.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anyone remembers that, but PlayStation 4 they released PT, which was that really, really terrifying unannounced. Yeah, it was an interactive demo basically.
Yeah.
You could play through it. It was fucking terrifying. Like I played it when I first got my PS4. I played it at night in a room with my friends, and it literally caused me to scream like a girl. I don't know. I tend to I play scary games, but outside of maybe like jumping, no, this one literally had me throw the controller in the air because it just fucking scared the shit out of me. But anyway, that got canceled, and most gaming outlets now are deciding to rub salt in the wounds. I don't know if you guys are familiar with. Are you familiar with Junji Ito?
No.
Sounds familiar.
He did Uzumaki.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, like that. He was supposed to collaborate with them on Silent Hills.
Oh.
So just put that out. The guy who did Uzumaki,
Fuck you, Konami, so
pretty,
hard.
pretty much responsible for some of the most grotesque, terrifying, fucking amazing artwork
This
in
game would
manga
have been
history.
amazing.
It was supposed to have his influence and his involvement, and it was going to be Guillermo del Toro, Hideo Kojima, and Junji Ito. And when I read that on GameSpot, I literally wanted to punch a wall because I could give less of a shit about Silent Hill. Like, I played the second one and enjoyed it. I'm friends with a lot of people who really fucking love those games. I couldn't get into them past 2, but I was fucking amped up for Silent Hills.
Yeah.
If you guys get a chance to check out, anyone out there, check out Junji Ito, or just look up Uzumaki, or you've probably, if you browse 4chan and stuff, you've probably seen this guy's artwork. It is fucking
He did some work for
terrifying.
Pokemon last year, I think.
Yeah.
His
he
Pokemon
did.
characters are kind of cool.
Oh yeah, he did a really amazing Gengar.
Yeah, I think, and I think Bayonet and one other, I think.
It looks
his
like Mr.
Gengar. His Gengar picture, it's fucking terrifying. Like, it is so good. He's also responsible for that.
Shark
I
spider.
think the half robotic shark that everyone sees on the internet.
Yeah.
I think that thing's called Gao or something. But yeah, I don't know. I read it. It just pissed me off so much, and I just wanted to vent about it for a second because I really liked Uzumaki. If you get a chance to read it, I highly recommend it because it's just a really fast but really good read, and the artwork is mind-bogglingly good.
I really
creepy.
I really like this like Japanese horror stuff.
If you like Japanese horror, then yeah, he's one of the artists you really want to look at. I think he honestly is like one of the, if not the biggest name. They turned Uzumaki into a movie that was okay, but the manga is better because it goes more into like everything that's going on. Plus, the guy's artwork just really fucks with you.
Yeah. I don't know. I like yokai and stuff. Like, I don't know. I just like designs on different stuff like this, and this guy's really hitting the right spots. Like this fucking cat with a spider coming out of its mouth.
Yep. Anything the guy does, he just knows how to make it creepy. And I'm just wondering, Konami, you guys had a fucking cash cow on your hands.
But hey,
why did you do that?
Let's stick with this Pochenko.
Well, I mean, I know it's like their business sound ideas, but it's like, couldn't you guys have at least made Silent Hills? Could you have at least given us that? But I guess not.
Kickstarter it.
Oh, also, we have a viewer question.
Oh.
Is it about D's nuts?
No. Fuck you, by the way, Jared Capuano. My fond friend from MagFest who dresses up as Dr. Wily, and I yell at him as if he's my deadbeat dad.
That guy seems pretty cool.
He's pretty awesome. I love you, Jared, even though I call you a dipshit on a near daily basis.
Well, what does dipshit have to say?
Well, he asked, can you take a look at D's? I called him a dipshit, but then my sister, who is a fond listener of the Ink and Paint Club,
Aww.
she loves the name because she's a big Roger Rabbit fan.
That is where I got the name.
Yeah, it's like one of her favorite movies.
What is her name? We'll give her a shout out.
Kristen.
Kristen, we love you, and thank you for listening to the podcast.
Yeah, I was very flattered when she told me over our Saturday sushi date.
And
she was hungover.
It's gay. Anyway,
well, Shauna was there.
Anyway.
That's gay. She wants to know, you guys are familiar with Legend of Zelda 2, right?
Yes.
Do you guys know why Error is... Yeah, do you guys know why Error is such a dipshit?
Because it was a joke?
Does anyone know? No. There's got to be more to that. I want to know, why is Error such a dipshit?
Let me look up.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Let me look up the creepypasta on it.
I can go wake up Melanie if you want me to. She's more of a Zelda knowledge person than I am.
It was
just wake her. Yeah, just wake her up and ask her, why is Error such a dipshit?
It was
Smack
just
me in the face and go back to sleep.
English.
I don't know. She asked the question. Kristen, I'm sorry. The question could not be answered. Nobody knows why Error from Legend of Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link is a dipshit.
It looks like every single language he says the same thing. So
maybe he's just a dipshit. Maybe there's nothing else to it.
You can't.
Yeah.
As Ron White eloquently put once, you can't fix stupid.
I mean, he's not very helpful. He just hangs out in the shack all day.
You're like a weirdo.
And when you, yeah, like he fucking it's not like a Texas Chainsaw sequel waiting to happen. But you fucking go into his hut and you're like, oh, this guy might have useful information, and it's just, I'm Error. Okay, got anything else for me? I'm Error.
Oh, it says right here that his Japanese name is Bagu, and it was just like, I'm the Riverman, Bagu. But apparently Bagu means bug in Japan, and they were like, okay, well, his name's Bug, so let's name him Error, because, I don't know, it was something like that. That's what it says on here.
That makes perfect sense.
We have fun.
That's all I don't know, I'm reading it.
Krista, we hope that
Kristen, I'm
answers your
sorry.
question.
You stumped us. I don't know what you win, but you win a no prize.
You win the satisfaction of stumping us.
You stumped everyone on the show.
You win a
Thank you,
gift
Kristen.
certificate to Borders. Which I
Kristen
do not
is
have.
amazing. She's like as nice as you, but better.
I've never met St.
Oh.
Kristen.
I've heard
Well,
stories.
anyway, moving on from my sister. That was just the one viewer. Thank you for being the one viewer or listener who sent us a question. Hint, hint, everybody.
Ooh.
We will answer your questions if you want, so. It's all
Oh
good.
yeah, I mean, come on. We just got the question about fucking Error from Legend of Zelda 2. We had fun with that, right?
Yeah.
We made it work. So anyway, that's about all I have input on.
Is there any more news this week, Kyle?
Not that I can think of.
Alright.
Talk about Wabbit and how shitty it is.
Well,
Yeah, you were really fucking amped up about that one.
we might have
No.
to say...
I just want a really quick input. So Kyle, you watched Wabbit, right? And Wabbit was basically supposed to be the new Looney Tunes
Yeah.
show, like that was supposed to replace it, and it was supposed to bring Bugs Bunny into the modern age, right? Again,
Well,
because
the thing was, everybody wanted, because of the Looney Tunes show that everybody did not like, they wanted it to go back to the formula. Well, it went back to the formula, and it didn't work. So, or at least
Really,
it's not working.
it's almost as if the Looney Tunes show wasn't as bad as it was, and just because a bunch of screaming man children couldn't fucking go and watch. No, because like I said, it pisses me off because it makes no sense to me why Looney Tunes haven't gone anywhere. You can still go back and watch that. Do you want to watch some modern retelling of the same Looney Tunes shtick, or do you just want to go and watch The Barber of Seville again? I mean, you can go watch The Barber of Seville again. It aged really well. That What's Opera doc aged really well.
See,
a lot of
that's-
the Looney
Rabbit
Tunes stuff
seasoning
aged
is still
really well.
funny.
See, that's
I mean,
the funny
all
thing.
that shit is still funny.
If you've ever watched like the Mr. Bean movie or whatever, they reuse the jokes from the show in the movie and things like that. So when you watch, say, Space Jam, or if you watch these movies, they reuse the same jokes that we've already seen, and it's just like, okay, we kind of get it. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I actually am a defender of the Looney Tunes show. I think I talked about that on. I didn't watch it as much, but I think I brought it up there in the Space Jam episode. I thought it was okay.
yeah, I
It
think
was
we all
harmless.
thought it was. Yeah,
It was a harmless new show. The singing parts were pretty funny. It gave us one of the most fucking metal music videos of all time.
and see, like, Duck Dodgers did extremely well too. At least from my knowledge,
Duck Dodgers had
liked that
Megadeth on there. I didn't know that, and that fucking blew my mind.
show.
And it was awesome. I was like, what the fuck? How did they get... When did this happen? Kevin Smith
SpongeBob,
appeared on Duck Dodgers.
SpongeBob got Pantera.
Actually, according to what I hear, it's only like fraction of Pantera. All right, but I guess that's about it. I just wanted to hear your thoughts on Wabbit because I know you were not happy about it.
It's terrible. Character design sucks, and it's not funny at all.
Yeah.
One sentence reviews.
And
Yeah,
doing
that's about it.
The show on a down note.
Error's a dipshit.
Error's a
Pass it on.
dipshit and Wabbit is not good. There you go. That's what you need to take away from this episode.
Error is the kind of dipshit who watches Wabbit.
There you go.
That should summarize. There we go.
All right.
Oh, and fuck Konami for canceling Silent Hills once again.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you everybody again for listening to the news show this week. We'll be back again next week, same time, same YouTube channel to talk about more animation news. Join us on Wednesday. We'll be talking more about more Nicktoons from the 90s, where we finished that up finally.
Wondrous era of the 90s.
Yeah, we'll get into the late 90s. So, you know.
Pelswick ahoy.
Pelswick was the 2000s. We're not talking about Pelswick.
Shit.
You mean I can't talk about how David Arquette was the modern incarnation of Jesus?
No.
All right.
Maybe later, but...
Okay, for another time.
In the link, or in the description of the video, there's links to our social media pages. We're on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram, which... Have we uploaded anything to the Instagram yet?
I'm working on it currently. I was about to say, if you guys... At least I'm offering this. I don't know about these two, but if anyone out there listening has any drawing requests or anything... If you send them in, I will be happy to give them a shot, and we'll start filling up our Instagram, because I'd really like to make that a community-involved thing. And for any of our show listeners. I mean, if you guys wanted, I don't want to speak for anyone else, because I got into a lot of trouble at a convention once for doing that.
Oh.
But the guy I worked with was a colossal dick. But yeah, anyone out there, I'll be sure to put this on Twitter and stuff. But apparently we all are willing to take requests, and I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Simple things, not I draw this intricate anime waifu character that has a million buttons on it. Like, hey, can you draw a fucking...
it, but I'm probably going to dumb it down.
Just do no shading and you'll work.
Sure.
Yeah. Tried and true.
Alright, anyway, there's also links to our personal social media pages in the description as well. Yeah, I think that's about it for this week.
Not everybody.
Alright, we'll see you on Wednesday or next week or whenever. Just come back. We'll still be here. We're always here.
Hopefully JD survives this cold.
I hope so. I like living. Alright.
Viking funeral.
Alright, good night, everybody.
Peace.
And that's the way the news goes.